A Sacramento neighborhood becomes a battlefield. Tonight, video shows a Sunday night shootout outside a troubled housing development in Northland Park. Amazingly, no one was hit by gunfire, but tonight neighbors say that they are fed up with the constant violence.
Shit's really real, my nigga. Niggas better pick a side, my nigga. So when the phone come in, whether it ain't with this team head nigga, stick the move. Mamas, nigga. I got stripes on my uniform. I need more, the boys got that one in label around my team.
Break bars off niggas' wrists when I be shooting. Niggas my era let me down, lost all rights to recruiting, yeah. Her rumors, they on some straight hood shit. Going old school. You ain't shit, you ain't click, a regular hood nigga do full, yeah. Anything ain't moving with the you, get popped up. Fuck you with my guala, get fucked up for your mama, bitch. Fuck a bitch, I'm all fab. These niggas all cap, chin, all glass. I shot a lower part of their face, man. Hey, say no mask. My click face don't come off, bitch. We was hit back in 12 car, getting hauled in. When I sold click, you better not take you stitches out your lip, cause if you do, they gon' have to stitch your head back to your neck. Yeah, it's cold love, but that's the only kind of love it is. Cause once certain codes get broke, can never be broke again. Gang swear to God, I'll never be broke again. Dogging with that AR handgun, more that nigga head, yeah.
What's up?
Getting money. All I want is the life of the trigger man that took my nigga from me. Attitude, fuck the world, leave me alone. Zilla Park and my brody dying, Daisy gone. Whoa, all of a sudden you main like that? I used to say, what's up, bitch? You ain't like playing like that. Poppy Chulo, you know the code, we ain't make it like that. Got love for you, but can't fuck with you, cause you made it like that. Took the stand to change it, but can't make it right like that. Cause if you can, that mean we'll pull the rule thing. Fuck no, stun's the only reason I was born. My stunners run the play and I only hit the play button once. Remember times hitting, I'm the only one. It wouldn't start unless I started on the spark plug. I know the game got real and the only one. Homies got fame from hanging with me, but the only one. Rock snitching, all he said too much, no difference, bruh. The hella different runs, Prince on hella different guns. We catch a nigga on his solo, we getting jumped. The new say victim shot.
This is part 2 of the story of Lil Nick, a.k.a. 100 Shot Soltez, a.k.a. Doc Holliday. But yeah, man, we're going to get into it, man. Do a little recap for the new subscribers, new listeners that don't know too much of the story. But as you can see, he have a parole hearing, 2028. The man been down over 10 years, about 12 of them, for alleged murder that he was accused of and found guilty back in about 2010, 2011, but the crime happened 2009 at Center Court, which is no longer existing, but used to be in the Natomas area, was owned by Chris Webber and his co-defendant, HB Sean, Hot Boy Sean, and they both was found guilty for alleged murder of Tiny Wee, a Garden Block affiliate, alleged member who's been gone for about 12 years, since 2009. But yeah, man. But since he been away, he been dropping a lot of songs and, freestyling and shit. And at a point of time, before he was incarcerated, so early 2000s, like him and Lil Tim was like the big rappers in Oak Park. Lil Tim, a.k.a. Mozzie, was the big rappers in Oak Park, street rappers and shit. And they was like making a lot of songs and shit. So it was the time when people were trying to decipher like who was the best out of the two. And in my opinion, I more was a Lil Nick listener, because he talked a lot of street shit and just, even to this day, like he was more a little versatile back then, but just that grimy shit, don't give a fuck, disrespectful when he want to be. And that's the type of shit like I was more into, even though Tim was on that type of shit back then too, but he had more versatility and knew more of a lane that he wanted to go in, so to speak, I guess. But I was more into Lil Nick and just more of just a more detailed type of rapper, like back then, especially in, like, that's just what a nigga was on. Teenager, young, don't give a fuck, gang banging, just want to hear all just the disrespectful shit and don't give a fuck type of shit. But yeah, man, to this day, you know, he's still making music and shit. He had the tape Hyena and other tapes out throughout the years. But, you know, I think, you know, his mind frame is different, like, as far as like being locked up and shit. Like, niggas gonna rap about what they rap about, but you know, he got kids. He missed times out of his kids' life and shit. So I just believe, you know, to be out here today or later on in life, a couple years, if he's granted parole and shit, that things will change. You know, he's older. Nigga's 32. And a lot of shit changed, man. It's a kid world, like as far as gang banging and shit, teenager world. You know, so things change, man. People grow up, progress, and niggas then spent a lot of time away, so he know how it feels to be there if he's granted parole and that type of shit. On the flip side of things, he is active on Instagram at official 100 shots. He's looking healthy, looking like he in good spirits. Maybe we have some new music coming soon. I will keep you up to date. But something that we can learn from like these stories combined is, you know, because he been down since he was about 19, 20. So that's a lot of time lost and just spent in the system and not being able to progress and be in, you know, your kid's life and things like that. And I know that looking back on it for him, he probably think it's a lot of things he could have changed. No matter what the rap say, no matter what niggas think on the outside looking in, but when you locked up behind them bars, you really want to be out. That's just reality, and I'm just putting it out there for the younger crowd, because I have a younger crowd that listen, and hopefully they take this into consideration. But yeah, man, official 100 shots, free 100 shots, you know, hope things get better for him. Hopefully he granted parole, hopefully he can change and want to change. But yeah, man, it's the street wars. Dang.
Cause niggas know when I get out, I'ma flip the bitty though. Silly with that semi-pole, this yank gang on everything. Keep SK with blade thing, I yank then shank. Niggas know I stay on a money race and a sucker chase on the way. Then get out on foot, chase that beast through California place. DOG, day one gang, my dog. In the middle of fucking still picked up when he called. He said his song, so I threw that bitch off and broke out the door with blue balls and 40 in my drawer. That my day one. If I ever told a nigga that my dog, It ain't enough money in this world, make me cross. Put a bitch before my dog, hell no, Buy that nigga head off for my dog, if he call, Remember that throw that bulldog stuck in dog food in my drawers, Remember we was tossed that way from pig, we fuck with hog, He ain't day one, he ain't gang, he ain't dog, 100 shot gang, stitch muzzle, lock jaw,